What's good, fight fans? Ashley's Corner. Shout out to the LDBC. And shout out to everybody doing that real and true boxing talk. No clickbait. Now, it's like I said, when I seen the fight, I know I was drinking. I know everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people was drinking. I was drinking. And I was tipsy as hell, okay? So, I really got to go back and look at that whole fight in totality. I want to see it again, but man, I missed a lot as far as what people were saying, what they thought about the fight, as far as fighters and just, fans saying who won the fight and whatnot. I'm not talking about, comment section. I'm talking about actual interviews. And I seen a lot of people saying that Fury was robbed and, Fury won in their opinion. Now, I'm all for you having your own opinion. Of course, I have mine. I allow people to have their own opinion in my comment section. I'll still love your comment regardless if I don't agree with you or not. That's not the purpose of me loving your comment. Me loving your comment is just the fact that you're commenting. And I'm a nice person. That's just me. That the fact that you're commenting, regardless if I agree or not, it's respectful. I can deal with it. I'll like your comment or whatever. That doesn't mean I agree with you. It does not mean I agree with you. It just means that thank you for commenting on my video. But listen, I don't think Fury won the fight in totality. I want to clear that up. It just seemed like it really wasn't clear in my last video. My last video that I made, it was just telling you why they came to the draw. And I was letting you know, yes, I had Fury winning the fight on cards. But when that 12th round begun, it was a very close fight after the first knockdown. It was a very close fight. But when the second one came, Wilder won that fight. When that second knockdown came, and I thought I made myself clear in that last video about how they came up with the draw. If Wilder didn't win, then it's a draw. I understand Fury is the lineal champion, but Wilder's the WBC champion. And they've both been champion for quite a while now, I understand that. But you still, Fury's not from America. That fight was held in LA. He came down here to fight Wilder. You have to beat the champ definitively. You have to beat him to get that belt. And because he got knocked down twice, you can't say that, he beat the champion. If he did not get knocked down in the 12th round, a lot of people that's saying that Wilder is the one that got cheated probably wouldn't be saying that. I understand what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? How many fights have you seen where one fighter was in one case they were probably dominating but got dropped and they still won the fight? You understand what I'm saying? Like Carissa Shields, I know she's a girl, but she got dropped, got up, still won the fight. Fury gets dropped in a lot of his fights, get up and win the fight. He got dropped twice in this fight, and the second one is a bunch of controversy circling around it, only because of how long it seemed like the count took, and the fact that he's on the ground, on his knees with Fury directly in his face, so he can see his fingers. I'm letting you know right now, fighters do not get that. Fighters do not get that type of respect. I heard somebody say that they seen the referee and Fury give dap towards each other after the fight was over in the ring. And they probably are friends, because this right here on the screen, I haven't seen no ref put their fingers all up in somebody's. He's laying down with his face up to the ceiling. It's not like any other time when a fighter's laying on his side and he can see the count or whatever. He made sure Fury can see that count. He was yelling in his face and all the other shit. Like, I don't really see that. It just seems like he was given a little leeway. He was given some leverage in this fight because of that reason, because of the ref and the count, because there was no American judge that night. and that's weird because the fight was in LA and you don't have one American judge. That's weird all by itself. But like I said, I need to see the fight again to initially score it round for round to see exactly what I come up with. My last video was just going by the copper box doesn't mean anything. I know this doesn't mean anything. We don't really know how many rounds and what rounds was given to the fighters from the judges, from all three judges. We don't really know that. Some of y'all might be able to find that information, but I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So going by the copper box is what my last video was about. You know, the copper box gave him 2 rounds. And those 2 rounds wasn't the 2 rounds that he got knocked out. So 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 6. You know, 6 and 6 is 12. That's why they scored it a draw. But I'm letting you know this right now. It's a lot of fights that I've seen. You know, the fight would have been waved off if somebody had felt like that. You know what I'm saying? And got hit like that. They would have called it a knockout. They didn't call it a knockout. That's fine. But the count was off. That makes it, you know, a double negative. You know, it makes it even more worse. That the count was even off. And that when they counted, he got deep down in his face like that and shit. Like, you could say all of that. It doesn't matter. None of this shit right now matters to me because the fight was scored a draw. You can't be mad at this fight if you wasn't mad at Triple G and Canelo. But just like I said, I don't care about it. What's done is done. This shit is over. They can go back and dispute the fight, you know, and get somebody to, you know, look over the fight and make sure the call was what it was. But until then, until something happens, yo, the fact is that the fight was a draw. I'm not the type of person in the crowd with spilled milk. It is what it is. I'm just making what I say clear, and I have to address Andre Ward. Like that right now, that's what this is about. You know, Andre Ward. And one thing I wanted to say, man, AJ said that he was gonna freeze Wilder out. Now AJ really don't have nobody to fight, and now there's about to be another rematch with Tyson Fury and Wilder. He gonna be twiddling his thumbs for another 12 months. As Fury is not gonna fight AJ, and Wilder's not gonna fight AJ next year in 2019. So him and his, you know, wishing, and I think it was Eddie said the shit, or the father, one of them said the shit, that they'll be fighting the winner of this fight, either Fury or Wilder, in April. That's not going to happen, buddy. So you're going to have to find somebody else to fight, and I'm kind of glad. It seems like he's being froze out now. On mistake. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The top 2 heavyweights is busy. The other 2 belts... they're busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of glad that AJ is stuck twiddling his fingers along with Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn. But it's a lot of hate for Deontay Wilder. I knew that coming into this, you know, making videos and stuff and being a fan of Wilder's. I knew that then. But it's a lot of undercover hate inside the fight game. Not even people that's not fighting anymore. We already knew, you know what I'm saying, the older greats and heavyweight champions. Some of them was hating on Wilder. Tyson still hates on Wilder, Mike Tyson. But even the fighters that fight now, not even in his division, it's just something about Wilder's makes a lot of people uneasy, yo. You know, and a lot of people that made bad comments or made comments saying that Wilder lost this fight, they're either haters, they straight up haters, undercover haters, or they're people that get knocked down a lot. Now I understand that anybody can get dropped. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you a bad fighter, but anybody can get dropped. But the people that saying this shit get dropped a lot, if you understand what I'm saying. K. Diddy's a hater, so I'm not talking about him. Floyd Mayweather is a hater. He's been a hater. Out on Broad Street, he's been a hater. He shows his hate all the time. So screw both of them. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Andre Ward, you know, Berto, you know, Andre Berto, Malanagi, who else? Abner Mares. Those are people that gets dropped a lot. Those are people that when they fought, even, you know, at this time now, you know, that they fight now, you know, Paulie don't fight no more. But when they fight, they get dropped. Like, Berto would get dropped 4 times in a fight and still think he edged it out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Abner Mares gets dropped when he fights, and he still think he edged the fight out. You know? A lot of these fighters are fighters that get dropped, so they can't be a hypocrite and be like, oh, well, you know, because and personality-wise, they feel like they still want to fight if they didn't drop the other opponent. Or if they dropped the other opponent once and they got dropped 4 times in one fight, they really think they edged it out. Like, that's how their mind really works. So in this fight against Wilder and Fury, they really think just because Deontay Wilder knocked him down twice doesn't really mean much, you know. You know, did you see the effective punches coming from Fury? Did you see the effective punches? Did you see this? Did you see that? I know everybody in the arena did see him drop twice, though. We seen that, you know. We seen that. Those people are going to make those comments regardless. And Andre Ward is no exception in my book. He got dropped a few times his damn self. He's the type that wins close fights, you know. And Andre Ward isn't the biggest power puncher, you know. Like, it just seems like people that think that boxing will the boxer with the best IQ is always going to beat the strong puncher, even if they don't have the best IQ. Those are people that, you know, always go for the boxer, no matter who they're fighting, no matter who the real if it's a technical genius, they're going to go with them, no matter what the consequences, you know. Like, you know, Little B-Hop don't have that much power at all in his punches. He talk boxing a lot. Seem like he know what he's talking about for the most part. But when it comes down to Bud could be fighting fucking Zeus himself. He's going to say Bud will kill him. You understand what I'm saying? You know why he says that? Because he got the same fighting style. He really don't have that much power, so you always going to put all of your chips. You're going to put all the praying you can in that boxing ability, because you don't have no punch. It just is what it is. I'm just using that as an example. No, I am not saying that Terrence Crawford don't have any punching ability. I'm using it as an example, okay, of what I'm trying to say. Like, those guys that don't have what Deontay Wilder have, it seems like y'all fuckers are mad that you don't have no power. Like, grade the fight accordingly. All right, you have to beat the champ. Like, just all of you fucking all of you motherfucking fans out there, you know, if one of your favorite fighters, even let's say Danny Garcia was always said, well, not always, but after he lost the belt, he was like, I don't think he did enough to beat me. You know, I'm the champ. You got to beat the champ, bruh. When he said that line, everybody was like, yeah, he's correct, bruh. But use that shit for everybody. Use it for everybody. You got to beat the champ. But at the same time, Andre Ward, I heard that this is what he said. I don't know what else was said. All I know is that he said that he doesn't know if Deontay Wilder would want to go through that again or some shit like that. Meaning he ain't going to take the rematch. Like, it's too much. Bruh. Now, I know after the fight, Deontay Wilder's lip was a little swollen on his left side of his lip, and his left eye was a little swollen. I understand that, but Tyson Fury looked like he had a fucking helmet on the entire time. It looked like he played a whole NFL game back to back and then just took his helmet off and did an interview. That's what he looked like. So let's not act like Deontay Wilder got his ass kicked in this fight, because that's not the case. It was a close fight, and what I was told, just like I said, I was tipsy that night. I was doing a lot. I had my daughter around me. It was a party and this, that, and third. I had to keep my daughter upstairs. It was a lot going on. I seen that fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, 1 or 2 times, you know, I had to turn my head away from the TV, but I seen the fight, bruh. And the reason why there was so much respect given to Wilder from Fury is because of this. It's because he was hard. He wasn't the bum and the endorser that he's been calling his ass for the last year almost. It wasn't as simple as Fury thought. He walked out of that. He didn't walk out that face. I mean, out that fight unbothered, unfazed, and shit. No, it was a good fight, and I was told that it was only a 13 punch difference, man. That's just like what I said. I need to see this fight again, see, the jabs, hooks, power shots landed, and make another assessment. But I seen Fury. I'll say it again. I seen Fury win up until the 12th round. And no, I'm not saying he won 11 rounds. Okay, I'm saying up to the 11th round was a very close fight, and he could have won, because we all know how they do the scorecards. If that last knockdown didn't happen, some of y'all would have been nervous, like, how the fuck they gonna score this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how I was looking at it. Like, they might get this fight to Fury until that second knockdown. No, Fury did not win the fight. I don't agree. Fury did not win the fight, bruh. But you ain't gonna tell me that Fury didn't get touched up either. All right, for Andre Ward to sit there and act like Deontay Wilder got that messed up, he don't want to take the rematch and he will be good with the draw, is just bogus. After the fight, they asked him about the rematch. He said, yeah, he would like it to be the very next fight, but who knows, he got to do some things. That's not saying no. And why wouldn't he want to get the bag again? The man prides himself on knocking everybody out that he ever fought. You think he don't want the rematch? Let's be real. Why don't you say the same thing about Fury, about Tyson Fury? Why don't you say he don't want the rematch and he don't want to go through that shit again? Hell, he the one that was seeing stars. He the one who got dropped twice. Man, the second knockdown, the right knocked him completely the fuck out. The left probably woke him up, and when he hit his head on the mat, falling down, his eyes was just, he was awake. When he seen those fingers in his face, he knew he had to get up. If them fingers wasn't in his face, he wouldn't have got up on 9 like he did. That would have been a knockout. It would have been a knockout. But just like I said, we're all entitled to our own opinion. I'm not mad that anybody, disagree with me. I'm not mad about that. You guys are all good. I don't think I'm any of y'all soulmate. And vice versa. Okay? It's all good, bruh. We're not going to agree on everything. We're not. And if you found a channel that y'all agree on every single thing and every fight and all that shit, bruh, y'all should meet each other and get a fucking house together. Because you found your soulmate. Trust me. Just like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And me being that I have my own channel, I just get the chance to voice my opinion. But this is a heavyweight, great fight. It was a great fight, bruh. The next fight is going to be even better. Tyson Fury will have to adjust to land more shots than he did, and same thing with Deontay Wilder. He's going to adjust to land better shots and go to the body, use his jab more. It's a lot of things Deontay Wilder didn't do. He was fighting outside of himself. And if he did Fury got into his head enough to make him fight like that, it won't happen the next fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. Like, he's not gonna be so deep and far into Deontay Wilder head next time. And it's gonna call for a better fight. And I got Deontay Wilder again knocking Fury out, just like I had him in the first fight. My view hasn't changed. I still got Deontay Wilder knocking out Tyson Fury in the rematch. And for people saying that, the judges took away Fury's story of a comeback story. No, he didn't. They still have a rematch. His story is not gonna depreciate, or it's not gonna lose any value or any muster by having a rematch. And if he beat Wilder in the rematch, it is what it is, bruh. It's just, you can't please everybody. And some people forget that, even when it comes to this boxing sport, when you're dealing with millionaires that don't even know you. So chill. It's all good. Don't get disrespectful just because somebody have a different opinion than you. It's fine. I tried to go live making this video. I knew it was going to be about 20 minutes long. And, I'm still having problems with my live. I just hit World Bricker Boxer. Boxing to see if he can help me out as far as how to get this live going the way I need it to go, because I do this shit on my phone. But I'll get it straightened out. That's neither here or there right now. But always like and subscribe to the channel. Be your own person, guys. Peace.